As we're approaching to the end of this year, we've seen growing news reports regarding major organizations' projection on China's economic growth for the year 2026. Some are updated and some are down early this year, but overall the figures are above the global GDP growth rate, but with prudent forecast. I browsed online and let me name some from high to low. Goldman Sachs, it raised China's GDP forecast to 4.8% in 2026, up from its earlier forecast of 4.3%. Goldman Sachs cited resilient exports, easing tariffs after heads of China and the US meeting, and Beijing's focus on technology and manufacturing in its new 5-year plan. UBS said its baseline forecast is 4.5% in 2026, citing that the rapid rise of new economy sectors has helped offset the significant growth drag from property downturn. And for OECD, it projected that China's economic growth will be 4.4% in 2026, while the annual growth rate was 5.2% in the first 3 quarters of 2025. It marked that the anti-involution campaign, aiming at addressing high competition and excess capacity, is expected to weigh on business environment, but infrastructure investment should pick up with the new 5-year plan. And IMF projected that China's economic growth will be 4.2% in 2026, driven by strong domestic demand, exports, and innovation. And the World Bank said that the projection is 4.0% in 2026 as global trade restrictions and uncertainty weigh on exports, manufacturing investments, and hiring. So basically, some benchmarks are clear from these organizations' projection. For investment, it depends on high-quality development and R&D in pillar, emerging, and future industries instead of property. For consumption, incentives will go on with all-around supportive measures such as social security, medical insurance, and childbirth subsidy. For export, the diversification of export markets and supply chains are taking effect already, as China just announced that its trade surplus tops record $1 trillion for the first 11 months this year. So all in all, we live in a dynamically changing world, and personally what I expect, like many others, is to be resilient and optimistic.